I mean, you can really see that you have used all of these teachings of the ancient and the teachings of the brand new individuals that are doing these sciences right this second. I'm a scientist and also a sensitive. So I totally know what you're saying about trying to put both minds together. And I could really see how much in depth you went to get it accurate, to use the latest science with the ancient science. And it's not that different.
No, it really isn't. They're really saying the same thing, but what's interesting is that all through history, through all of the religions, all of the mystery schools, they've all been dancing around this, but what this really is distilling is what scientists would call the Occams Razer of consciousness. This is the backbone. This is the most elegant, simplest continuum, and what it's really looking at is on one extreme, you've got infinite consciousness, which is what we already are as one indivisible being, and then you've got degrees of separation from that. If I were to use this rubber band, it's the charge, it's the amount of resistance and separation that keeps you from that. You already are that.
You're already that.
And you already are this infinite consciousness. And when you get to be neutral and you get to be surrendered, that there's no charge, then you are back at that point. What these 10 terrains are degrees of separation based on trauma, based on stories, based on conditioning, based on culture. And we each sit in one of these positions based on how much charge we have in our collective, in our individual field. If you look at the quantum mechanics of it, you're basically a bundle of charge. It's an electrical universe if you use that model, and so that bundle of charge is holding you someplace. And if you're being held there, the key to your healing, the key to your growth is to look at why am I sitting there? What am I holding on to? What am I perceiving? What is there to be learned here? And inversely, what am I to give from this place? And as you then resolve that and let that part of you go, that bundle starts to shrink a little bit, and naturally, because it's a self-healing universe, because it is one integrated being of consciousness, just as our body heals, we're healing ourselves back to that which we already were. And so this is the mysteries being taught in the most elegant and simplest possible way.
And also, I'll just add on that a lot of the great religious teachers and mystics, they probably were at Toroid or Infinity, the fractal-based terrain or the unity-based terrain. So they're speaking from Toroid or they're speaking from Infinity. They're not actually aware that everybody's at all these different places. They're just speaking from where they're at. So they're speaking the deepest truth. But what we're doing is looking back and going, okay, that's actually where they're speaking from. They're actually speaking from that terrain.
Right.
And that's a very different place from where other people are speaking from. So we're not so much teaching the content of the great spiritual teachers, because we'll leave them to teach it. They're already there. They can teach it. We're just explaining why they're seeing the world that way and why these people aren't seeing the world that way.